This recording is Monday, August 24th at approximately 7:40 p.m. That would be 1 hour past the administration of his 6 p.m. meds, which were given a little bit late today. Medication not yet received for 6 p.m. is the Solantin, 300 milligrams, and is polycitric A. This behavior is consistent throughout the day, more or less uninterrupted. This level of high tone and strong ATNR for the past 48 hours straight. Aidan is unable to relax. In fact, at a time when he would normally be softer bodied and quieter, and even having fallen asleep by this time, although again his meds were somewhat late by about 30 minutes. He is actually more agitated than he's been earlier in the day. Except for apparently the discomfort or frustration that comes with all of this agitation, Aidan's demeanor is good, although at this point he's becoming unresponsive to encouragements to laugh or joke. He can sometimes be teased into a chuckle. And I suspect if I attempted to do that right now, I'd find that difficult for him. He often gets kind of a vacant, strained look in his face and eyes at this time.
Daddy, who are you talking to? You're talking to the camera. That's very silly. Can I see?
This dystonic movement is not typical for Aidan. He's typically aphatoid, very mixed tone, usually quite soft-bodied and relaxed when there isn't a reason. This is a retching behavior associated with the Teletubbies CD that he's currently watching. It seems to be a strong trigger of the sound of the whirlwind. Sometimes I can compress his chest and prevent him from actually throwing up. Usually it's time to fast forward, but you know, the Teletubbies are pulling in their signals when he gets most agitated. The whirlwind. And as soon as I fast forward, he'll calm down from that behavior unless it's gone too far. Again, most of this agitation in his body, the heavy arching, is not typical for him. And left to himself, he might remain this way, agitated. He'll begin crying and fussing until as late as 8 or 9, 10, 11, even midnight without intervention. At this point, melatonin seems to be working fairly well. We've not used chloral hydrate for a good number of weeks. That right arm hyperextended and fisted is predominant. Constant torso arching, pumping of the right leg, and heavy ATNR. And he might, you know, quite normally he would rest quietly watching his DVD with his full attention on the screen. At this point he's not able to do so and might be adding to his frustration. I can reach in and rotate his head and get some relief from that, and then pretty quickly works himself back up to the point where he's unable to attend. He's lost all of his ability to do switch work or stand and pivot for transitions. His muscles are all extremely tight. If I attempted to place my hand up underneath his head and neck and lift his head, it would feel like a ton of concrete. He's just got constant pressure arching his backbone through his neck. And again, this behavior has been fairly constant for about 2 days, 2.5 days. It had been somewhat improved during the 3 or 4 days prior to that. Oh, and lots of tongue thrusting, constant tongue thrusting. Not that he doesn't have tongue thrusting, but it's stronger and more predominant than it would be normally. Eyes are wide and dilated.